Next, I will turn to our Ward 1 colleague, Councilmember Brianne Nadeau, for an opening statement.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. We all deserve to live in a community where we feel safe. All Ward 1 families need to be able to enjoy our public spaces and community amenities without fear. I am raising a family here myself, and like many of you, my family's safety means everything to me. And that's why I've been so concerned about the ongoing violence in the district and in our ward. I've taken a comprehensive approach to public safety with 3 areas of focus: prevention, policing, and prosecution. As council member, I voted for a police budget of around $500 million each year, and I've brought millions of dollars for violence prevention to neighborhoods like LaDroit Park, Columbia Heights, Parkview, and across Ward 1. And I've supported similar investments across the district. I've long focused on the root causes of crime and how to prevent it with programs and services that support people who are struggling with mental health and substance use disorder issues and homelessness, and children and adults at risk of falling into illegal activities. When it comes to the second and third components of this comprehensive approach, policing and prosecution, I work closely with MPD to advocate for prioritizing police resources to high crime parts of the ward and to hear what tools they need from the government to effectively address crime. We had a robust conversation with Police Chief Smith about this last night in a town hall that I convened for Ward 1 residents. And while the chief and I are not in agreement on all the details, we are on the same page when it comes to giving MPD the tools they need to do their jobs. I believe it's a problem that the crime lab hasn't been accredited for several years. That's a problem for every case. And it's a tool that's not working as it should in support of policing. It's also a problem that the U.S. Attorney's Office is still declining the majority of cases. And that's a tool that exists and is not working as it should in support of policing. We're going to continue the conversation today. We're going to discuss and think critically together about aspects of the bill and effects it will have on our communities. For example, if MPD declares a drug-free zone for 5 days, how will that impact the services we're providing to people struggling with addiction who tend to return to the same spots to receive drug treatment and counseling? It's something I've discussed already with the chief, and we're going back and forth with questions and answers to work through that. I am here today to listen. We have a lengthy list of people prepared to give testimony, and I want to hear what they have to say. As I mentioned, I have concerns, but we all have the same goal. There are aspects of this legislation that can work for Ward 1 and for the district if we work together to ensure that we take account of concerns and unintended consequences and address them in the legislation. One final note, there are other important public safety measures before the council that we are considering. Let's make sure we're not putting all of our hopes into one piece of legislation. We have Councilmember Pinto's bill, Councilmember Robert White's bill. I've introduced 3 bills on public safety that address recruitment, the failing dispatch center at 911, and helping police close more homicide cases by increasing support and protection for witnesses. This is an all hands on deck moment. It's not just about the police. There are a lot of government agencies that are a part of this, and council plays a role as well. We want to make sure the mayor and law enforcement agencies can use the tools they have already. Passing bills and passing bills and passing bills is not going to get us out of this situation. Passing bills without critically thinking about the short-term and long-term effects they will have on prevention, policing, prosecution, and people's lives isn't going to get us out of this situation. We must do all of the work. Let's talk about these things. Let's not just talk about one bill as the magic solution. That's not realistic. Let's acknowledge that we all want the same thing. And if we work together with integrity and respect, we can accomplish what needs to get done. Thank you, Madam Chair. I look forward to hearing from our witnesses today. I too will be back and forth to the education hearing, and I look forward to returning and talking more with folks in a little while.
Thank you very much.